Hey guys, it's Keith the Human, Park City, Kentucky. The weather today is fantastic. The wind blew like mad all day today. I mean, everywhere, just like you could feel that front coming in. Um, and we've got some really, really warm weather. It's probably 70 degrees right now. Slight breeze now. The bugs are singing. Man, this is just awesome. I mean, ain't supposed to be happening in November, but I mean, here we are. I think it's just another one of the signs of things to come tomorrow. Tomorrow. We get rid of his ass tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest election that we have ever seen in our lifetimes. I know they like to hype elections up. This was the most important blah 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 every time, and there's some truth to that too because the increasingly far right gets, we have to combat that. So I mean, every election has been important, but now we're looking at a full fascist dictator take over our government. Um, the parallels between him and Hitler are astounding. If you just look what happened with Hitler, how he lost power and regained power. When people have been warning about this since day one, I know I have. This is be a culmination of 9 years of fighting that motherfucker when he's gone tomorrow. He make no mistake about it, he's gonna be gone, whether he likes it or not. Um, I have been very vocal against this man since he was elected, even before he was elected. I kind of fought Hillary for a little while after way they did Bernie and shit, and but when it came down to crunch time, I was like, no, we 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 got to get this guy out of here, y'all. Y'all don't. I don't think y'all understand what this is. A man with no integrity, no morals, values, decency, no safeguards against anything. A man that does whatever he wants, has been doing it his whole life. And you want to give that man the most powerful job on planet Earth. The keys to the kingdom. I mean, even people with a basic understanding of human psychology and with, a basic bullshit meter could see through him in 10 minutes. If I'd have never known who Donald Trump was and I'd listened to that man talk, listen to the shit that come out of his fucking mouth, I'd have been like, he's full of shit. I don't know if any of y'all remember that old George Carlin a bit. When you meet people, they're either fucking nuts, crazy, or full of shit. Like the end of the joke was Dan Quayle's all three. I don't know. Dan Quayle got picked on a lot. Or maybe he said George Bush. I don't know. But there's a point where he goes, well, he seems fairly intelligent. Nah, he's full of shit. I love that. Like if y'all ever listen to George Carlin, you know what I'm talking about. How he was the most uh, physical as far as getting into the character and making you feel it with the way he did his body language was off the charts. It was great. Uh, but anyway, should have took most people very long to figure it out. And plus, his history. I mean, fuck, y'all. Donald Trump's always been a piece of shit my whole life. I grew up in the '80s. He was in tabloids all the time, doing dumb shit, just trying to get his name out there. Uh, his list of fraud and just ripping people off is just fucking unbelievable. Wasn't hard to find that shit out either. And immediately he started lying. Even he lied on the campaign. And none of the shit that should have sunk him because these Christians been looking for that savior. I made a post there on Facebook. I said, they've been waiting on their savior for so long that when the devil came around, they said, "You'll do." And all he had to do was get rid of Roe v. Wade, and they're locked in, a lot of them. Now, a lot of people are seeing through that. And the reason I made this video, guys, is we can talk about this some bitch all day. What I want to talk about is the anxiety and the stress that people are feeling. Guys, I'm telling you, this election is not going to be close. It is not going to be close. And I'm going to tell you why. So 2016, he won. Barely, but he beat Hillary Clinton, which I thought that was going to happen. I could just feel that. I saw people going out, and I live in Kentucky, so I mean, they're just Republican all the way here, except for the big cities, Louisville and Lexington, Bowling Green, a little bit in Owensboro, but country folk, they're pure Republican, voting against their best interests their entire lives. Keep getting fucked, but they keep voting for them because they're going to take my guns, They're going to take my religion away. Obama's a Muslim. God, that's where this shit started with Trump. Obama's a Muslim. But anyway, so why she's going to win this election big? Donald Trump, in 2016, he won. The midterms come up 2018. I'm starting to talk like Joe Biden. Guys, I love Joe Biden, but man, he was killing me there towards the end, that slur and shit. Speaking too quick and throwing his words together, you couldn't understand what he was talking about. I mean, he was there, but the there wasn't there. Kamala, she speaks fucking awesome. She's like the female Obama, like Michelle and Obama together. She's awesome. Not quite as witty as Obama, but she is a in your face, knows what you're talking about speaker. So anyway, 2018 rolled around. All these people that Trump, they were all red wave this, red wave that. Well, guess what? The red wave didn't happen. Most of the people that Trump backed got beat down. Then of course 2020 rolled around, and I was shocked. I knew Biden was going to win, but I didn't think it was going to be that close. But these people dug their heels in. And after all the crazy shit they'd seen for that 4 years, the ineptness of this fucking man, the way he mishandled COVID, the way he lied about it and made shit up and talked out of both sides of his fucking head all the time. Didn't take it serious. Didn't give a shit, to be honest. I mean, the guy don't give a shit. Hell, he was giving Russia fucking COVID testing shit, Wow. But the thing with him, he's done so much, it's hard to keep up with it. It's hard to keep up with everything he's done. So, but it's just like a constant cycle of shit. So anyway, 2020 rolled around. He got beat. Of course, lied about it. Everybody who knew him knew he was going to lie about it before it ever happened. He's already lying about this one. So the January 6th thing went down. And guys, a lot of those Republicans that voted for him in 2020 are no way, no shape, no how going to vote for him again after January 6th. They voted for him twice and he done that shit. That was that for a whole lot of them. And then the subsequent shit he's done since then. 2022 rolled around. There wasn't no red wave there either. Most people he backed got beaten. So he lucked out and won one time. And you people are sitting around wringing your fingers and, oh my God, stop. This is over. I don't give a fuck what those polls say. Those polls ain't accounting for the mass wave of Republicans that are not going to vote for this guy again because they've seen what he is finally. It took J6 for them long to see it, but they finally fucking saw it. And then the women. The women are coming out in droves for this shit, y'all. You take away a human's a right to their own body, kind of pisses them off. And he ain't done nothing to try even help that. He just keeps adding fuel to the flame. I'll be your protector, the rapist. And let's make no mistake, he's a rapist. It's found in court to be a rapist. Read the Katie's or watch the Katie Smith videos on YouTube. On YouTube. She was 13 years old. Him and Jeffrey Epstein took turns raping her down in Florida in Epstein's mansion. "27 other women have accused him of sexual assault. Mr. Grab him by the pussy." Which, I'm not a Christian. If I was a Christian, that right there would have been it for me. That'd have been it. They made excuses for him, and the excuses never stopped. He's basically to the point now where he could go out on Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and he wouldn't lose some of these folks. Now, that being said, he has hemorrhaged quite a few people, especially women, especially young black women, which young black women, or black women in general, got his number. Look at all his court cases. Look who he's running against. That's going to be his downfall, and that's so poetic. That is so poetic. That's poetic justice. The prosecutor against the criminal. So he pissed them off. Then going to protect them whether they like it or not. Yeah, buddy. And then he's just went down like a checklist of people to piss off, looks like. Except white men. White, uneducated men who 2/3 of them don't have a goddamn clue how the system works. Don't know how the government works. They didn't watch Schoolhouse Rocks, apparently, because they don't understand anything. Taught them a bunch of new words to call their fellow man, though, and their fellow Americans. He went on to piss the Haitians off with they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people who live there. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the term "jump the shark." It happened back a show called Happy Days, and they had an episode like a week or something. They went down to Florida, and Evel Knievel was big at the time, so they were gonna have the main character Fonzie jump a shark tank, and I don't even remember what fucking happened there. But the show bombed because nobody wanted to see that shit. It was Happy Days. It was not about that shit. I think they're eating the dogs is the new jump the shark. I think that was right there when all of his chances of ever getting Power Gamer over, because the whole world got to see that shit. And of course, his hardcore idiots just, "Oh my God, man, look hear that? Donald Trump said they killing eating dogs. I knew it, man. They're eating a geese in their park." Fucking idiots. The idiots are always going to believe whatever. But most people were like, "What the fuck?" And then the whole debate was like that, really. That was the catalyst for it right there. That was just what? He could never come back after that. The concepts of a fucking plan. How in the fuck do you take anybody serious to run the goddamn United States of America, who's had 9 years to come up with a health care plan, and they've got concepts of a fucking plan? I can't believe he said that. I can't believe he just didn't lie about it. He lies about everything else. For one moment in his life, he was like put on the spot and he accidentally told the fucking truth. The fucker don't have a goddamn plan for nothing. Nothing. There's nothing he has a plan for. Never did. He played golf the whole time he was president. Didn't give a fuck. Obama's economy was riding high. Why does he give a shit? Got in there and gave all his buddies a big tax break, all the rich. Doubled our fucking deficit, which the Republicans are always worried about that fucking deficit. Deficit. So he's pissed the Haitians off. You know how many Haitians are in Florida? He's going to lose Florida, y'all, between the Puerto Ricans and the Haitians. Yeah, when we get to the Puerto Ricans, the floating island of, he didn't say that, but him or Vance, neither one back down from that, because they know their base loves that shit, because their base is a bunch of fucking racists. Let's be honest about that. They are racist. They love when Donald Trump says racist shit. It gets them off. So he's going to lose these cities for sure in these all these swing states because of the Hispanic population. I can't believe any Hispanics even vote for him at all now. That's insane. It's insane that anybody votes for him. Fucking felon. But look at all the groups that he's pissed off. And polling don't measure this shit, y'all. Have y'all watched any of her rallies? I've watched about most of them. I might have missed 2 or 3. And they kept getting bigger, and the message kept getting out. And then you look across the crowd, and you see America. You see everybody. You don't see a bunch of white people in red hats with fucking vulgar signs up and the fuck your feelings crowd. You see love. The whole thing's about love. It's a love movement. Polls don't measure that shit. Polls don't measure how many pissed off Puerto Ricans are going to show up. Polls don't measure how some people might have seen that one thing, they went click, and they go in that booth and they're not going to vote for him. They're not going. They don't measure the Republican wives, their husbands still might vote for him that go in that booth and don't vote for him. We've never seen anything like this. 700, over 700, I think it's like 900 now. Top military officials, many who served under him, have signed a letter condemning his presidency, him ever getting power again. Scores, hundreds of psychologists have done the same thing. 300 or 400 top Republicans, they're not in there no more because they're chicken shits. The one here, Liz Cheney, you can say what you want to about her. At least she's got some balls. Adam Kinzinger, at least he's got some balls. The rest of them just bow down to this son of a bitch. But the Republicans that are going to show up, and that's why she got Liz to come out there anyway. You can say what you want to about her policy. She did vote with Trump a lot. But when it came down to losing our democracy, what happened on J6, she stepped up. She lost her job over it. So did Adam Kinzinger. But they did the right thing. You know why? Because they're patriotic Americans. That's what being a patriot is. Standing up to fucking evil. And they did that. All these groups that they pissed off, plus the Democrats. Joe Biden, I think, would have probably beat Trump anyway. It'd have been real close. But I think enough people know that he's crazy by now. But people are actually excited about Kamala Harris. I get a feeling watching. I've cried. Many of her rallies I've watched, I've cried. Because I felt the joy. I felt the hope. Polls don't measure that shit. Polls don't see this growing movement. That the last time I felt like this was Obama. But this is different. And Bernie excited me. But this is even different from that. This is something that should have happened a long time ago. The first fucking woman president? Are you fucking kidding me? 250 years we've been a country, and this is the first female president we've had. You know how ass backwards that is to the rest of the world? And not only that, the most qualified person probably to ever fucking get it. She's worked in all 3 branches of our government. She's a prosecutor, a DA, a senator, an AG, and a vice president. She knows her shit. She's highly intelligent. She's got the pedigree to back it up. She's got a record. That's why they couldn't attack her on her record. They would just go, oh, she's dumb, and oh, she's low IQ. God, it makes me want to vomit every time I hear that orange piece of shit call somebody low IQ. That idiot. Fucking moron. So guys, there is nothing to worry about. This is over. I said it before, and I'll say it, she might get 400. She's winning Iowa right now. If she wins Iowa, let's say she can't win somebody else that nobody thought about. Some of these red states that were totally off the radar. We might see the biggest upset in history tomorrow. And a black woman done it to an old, rich, white, lying, rapist, racist piece of shit. Traitor to this nation. That is justice. And that's going to happen tomorrow, guys. That is what is going to happen tomorrow. Y'all can just hide and watch. Y'all can hide and watch. It is going to happen. It is going to be a blue tsunami tomorrow, folks. So, get you some sleep tonight. And tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. Y'all keep fighting a good fight. Love you guys. Peace.